reality is what you make it. People who have dementia and people who have autism, their reality is something totally different from what we see. They see stuff on other wavelengths that we do not see. You can't say that your reality is something that everybody's supposed to see because people see things differently.
Oh yeah, reality is bullshit. Reality, say fuck reality. It's all about perception, yo. Your perception, that is your reality. You should just say fuck reality. Reality is a fucking defined word that someone looks at and say, this is how you should see shit. No, this is not how you should see shit. Nobody can ever see how you see out your own two eyes or how you hear through your own two ears.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Shit like that, yo. You can't. Perception
right,
is more
you can have the smartest motherfucker in the world.
Fuck reality, yo. Fuck it.
Right, somebody can be smart as hell, book smart, learn everything in the book, but don't have no common sense. You can be smart as hell, but have no common sense. How do you perceive that? Like, you can walk down the street and somebody can rob you. You're like, oh, well, what the fuck just happened? But you go and solve a fucking math problem that nobody can solve. You know what I mean? That's how people perceive things, you know?
Yeah, it's about perception. That's what it is. Reality is a big piece of bullshit.
Anyway, I'm about to get drunk off this wine. I don't know about y'all. I'm perceiving that I'm about to get drunk.
Get your ass
perceiving that you're already drunk. But yo, shout out to everybody that's getting drunk. Make sure you're logged in the right way. DofatTV.com/dirty money. Cop that last train to Paris. You see the poster behind Dofats. You know what I'm saying? Log in the right way. You know what I'm saying? You don't see him? He's on camera, dog.
Who's that?
Unbelievable. Who's that? I don't know. I think he's just some guy that used to produce for Bad Boy and shit. I think he's that guy. You might have seen him on such shows as Making the Band, I think. No, that's not him, though. I'm wrong. That's not him.
That ain't him. He look like him. He look like the dude.
Yeah, he look like him, but that's not him. Yo, get out of here.
Nah, I heard he's a food tester at Pathmark now.
What? He took your job? Unbelievable.
It wasn't paying enough.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, man. Like, there's a lot of crazy shit that we don't know, but that's why I never get, like, how people who, like, are so, like, into religion could sit there and just denounce everything else that sounds like make-believe, when a lot of the shit that they believe sounds like make-believe.
Most of the shit they believe is
that's what I never
that's those radical religious people. Like, I don't understand. In the Bible, if you really read the Bible, it says God will accept you how you are, and you shouldn't force nobody to be.
You ever met like a real religious fanatic? Like, you ever met one of them?
Yeah, my boyfriend's
like,
mom. My boyfriend's mom.
God, Jesus, Mary. Everything out of their mouth is that. Like, it's just, everything is like, oh, what you call it? I burn my hand, but God will make it better. Oh, today's a great day. God is a blessing. Oh, what you call it? This water is good. Thank God for the water. Oh, what you call it? This stomach pain I'm having, but God will take it away. You ever had one of those people?
Oh yeah, I had a Jehovah's Witness.
Let me tell you a story.
Let me tell you a story. I love arguing with them.
Her mom
I love arguing with them. I always win.
Jehovah for this. Thank Jehovah.
I always win against the Jehovah's Witness. Always.
But you have to understand, though.
Let me tell you a story.
Like, hold on. I'm going to let you tell your story, but I just want to say this really quick. Like, how can you say that when, you know, there's so many religions out here that, you know, that actually, like, prove and, like, can, like, are capable of making things happen that are, like, impossible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, there's so many different religions, like, even, like, Christianity, and, you know, like, monks, and, you know, things like that, like, meditating and shit like that, like, spiritual belief, like,
brain.
Shit happens, like, believing something, like, really, really believing, you can make anything happen.
The power of the brain. That's the brain.
So, but
you believe something's going to make you feel better, it'll probably make you feel better if your brain tunes into it properly. You know what I'm saying? If you believe that, you know what I'm saying?
All those people who pray to a certain God and, you know, they ask for this and they ask for that, God, please help me, whatever, if they get something from that, of course they're going to keep praising that God because they think that that's what's giving them that benefit of the goodness that they're praying for. You know what I mean? In every religion they have something to pray for.
Well, I'm glad I got
you can't really say. I think all religion stems from one main religion.
You
said one main religion?
But down,
I don't
down
know
at
what
the
it
end of
is
the day,
because
yo,
I'm not religious. I don't believe in a religion. I don't follow any religion. I have my
Yo, can you
own
hear me?
beliefs. I have my
I
own
heard you the
values.
first time, Tony.
Why no white shit? Why you ain't saying nothing?
I was on a different screen.
So you could have said something. Your mic is on a different screen.
Yeah, 'cause I have to use push to talk. You know my dogs go crazy.
What were you saying, Callie?
smoking that stuff again, Anika?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about this. Like, I mean, say what y'all have to say. I was just really.
Yo, Alicia, you white?
Yo, I just want to
Yeah,
say
white.
shout out to the power of the brain,
You must have changed her light bulbs.
ladies.
Oh, well, let me tell you
your
this
shit
about,
always
like,
used to
this
look
guy
dingy.
getting mad at me about saying that God wasn't real and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, Peter Pan. Can you put your,
Yeah, your light used to be fucked up over
can you
there.
come closer to the camera? I can't hear you.
That ain't got nothing to do with you hearing me.
You mad light skin, yo. But you got pink nipples.
Nah, Alicia white though. She halfway,
So
right?
I guess you don't want. Do y'all not want to talk about this no more? Is that why y'all talking about something else?
Not
I do.
halfway?
It's really interesting topic. It is. I really do want to talk about it.
Let's start with the part where you left off, Peter Pan, about the brain. How important it is to give a man.
No, I didn't say that. Superman, you talking about some other shit right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, but I'm gonna tell you about this story. Like, this basketball coach at my school, he's like very religious, obviously, because he got really offended by what I said. He said, I told him I didn't believe in a religion. I didn't follow a certain religion. So he's like, who do you think wakes you up in the morning? Who do you think makes the wind blow through the trees? Who do you think makes the animals run? I said, well, if you look at it, the wind comes off the ocean, and, you know, I just saying some whole scientific shit. He was like, no, that's not right. Jesus wakes you up. Then I was like, you know what? I really gotta go right now because you're acting really ratchet right now, and I don't have time for that shit. I was like, when you want to talk, you know, like an adult to me about this, then maybe I'll come back and talk to you. But right now, you just like screaming that Jesus shit at me, and I'm not really trying to hear it. So.
See, and now I don't believe.
I can't
all
stand that shit.
You know, this is why, like, when I was in school, like, I was really upset that we had to take science because, I mean, like, I think that alters a lot of people's perception of, you know, their religion. And I think that, like, by you trying to justify, like, you know, well, you know, when the water, you know, evaporates, then it goes to the clouds, then the clouds store that, and it makes rain, and, you know, things like that. So a lot of it, like, sends people away from believing in the things that are real. Like I do believe in God. So, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't understand that.
Well, I don't doubt anybody's belief in a certain being. But when you start screaming at me that Jesus does this for me and Jesus does that, and I don't really follow that religion, you know, it's kind of hard for me to believe. Like, the Bible has some great stories, some great morals, and I read it, you know what I mean? Like Jonah and the well and shit like that. But it's not, it's just, the Bible is so unbelievable because it's so secondhand. Like, it did not come from Jesus' mouth. To believe in somebody called Jesus, you know, it's just so secondhand. You can't really believe because the Bible has been written over and over and over again.
That's because what people did with Jesus, what they did with Jesus, took Jesus. One person took Jesus and made it everybody else's Jesus. Everybody got their own Jesus in them. Everybody got their own God in them that does their own thing. Like, my God wake me up in the morning. My Jesus does this for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say my Jesus does this for you. Your Jesus may do something else. Your Jesus might help you kill somebody. Your Jesus might, you know what I'm saying, make you want to go have a couple babies down the street with this chick that you just met. You know what I'm saying? That's your Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a personal relationship with God. That's what it is. So it's all about faith. At the end of the day, it's about faith. You can't just sit up there and say, well, I'm going to preach this gospel to you and tell you how it should be and how you should live your life and you should follow these rules. maybe that you basically you just preaching somebody else's Jesus to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You preaching somebody else's Jesus that you then took their Jesus and trying to give it to them and their Jesus and shit. It should be you should create your own Jesus, your own God. That's what I've done. I've created my own Jesus, my own God that I pray to each and every day, that I respect and that I love and appreciate, and that's who drives me. And that's what I give to people and say, create your own spiritual believers, your own people in your life. That's what you should do. You don't have to follow the shit that people in wrote in books. They wrote that because they was feeling all Jesus. Like, I could write a book. You know what I'm saying? I could write a book about my Jesus and how my God has appreciated me and how he has loved me and shit. I could write a whole Bible and give it to you and say, read it and believe it. But I'm not going to do that because my Jesus might not be your Jesus. You got to find your own shit. So this whole faith shit and everything like that, it's all about faith and belief and what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, yo.
Now,
About
Just give
religion
the input.
all day, year long, because it's always a different debate because nobody should argue about religion. It's all about it's a faith. It's not a belief. It's a faith. It's your belief. No one should know your faith. That's your personal faith. You should not give that to nobody, yo. If you do give it to somebody, you're giving them too much. That's you.
Hey,
That's your heart. That's your heart. Your innermost pride of self-respect. Your
you know what? I want everybody to go and read this book right here.
stop, stupid. That was
It's
scary.
called
I didn't know that where
The
that was coming
Prophet
from.
by Khalil Gibran. His shit right here is so real, and it will change your perception about what you think about religion and what you think about life. Like, seriously, I read this book, and it just defines so many things for me.
But that's one person writing that. That's a person.
Right, but one person can change the world. Look at Jesus. One person can change everybody's perceptions.
But he's not a person.
He's a real man. He wrote this book.
No, I'm
That's
saying
what I said.
Jesus is not a person.
That's someone defined a reality for you. They define a reality for you to follow. That's not your reality. It's all about perception. Perception is stronger than reality. If you can perceive your personal self, your inner self perceiving, that's you creating your own reality. So you create your own perception. That's supposed to be your reality, not nobody else's. They don't have to. Your perception is what you should keep to yourself. Nobody. Only time if you want to give your perceptions to other people is when you're trying to control people.